smaller things about yourself whenever you experience heartbreak. But I think that's just part of the process, is changing as a person. Maybe I used to love gloomy rainy days, so it gave me an excuse to stay inside, and ever since I experienced all of that crap, I haven't really stayed inside that often, or stayed inside, especially alone. So maybe that's indicative of me changing for the better or something, becoming more outgoing and less of a lazy procrastinator. That's about it. That's like the only actual thought I had when I was just thinking about how I literally every day it rains now, I feel sick to my stomach and I just feel like crying the entire day. But besides that, I've had some pretty good days recently. Yes, and a lot of people are starting to make me feel self-conscious for my hair. I really wasn't self-conscious about it. I'm starting to get there a little bit, but I'm at the point right now where I still don't truly care what other people think about my appearance in a good way. I take care of myself. I've started dressing nicer and taking care of my body and appearance more ever since my heartbreak. But I don't really care what other people have to think about, I don't know, how other people view me. But yeah, I did my first stream in ever yesterday, and it went pretty well. I obviously didn't get a lot of viewers, but I had a decent time. I played Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and I'm probably going, when I get home, which is where I'm heading now, I'm probably going to try and edit at least some of that, or at least get it uploaded into an editing software, DaVinci or Resolve. Because normally I do all of my videos on my phone, so it doesn't require any editing, but obviously when I stream on console, if I were to want to upload it to YouTube, I'd have to go to the streaming platform, download the video, upload it. Oh, there's a bike just sitting there. But yeah, oh, someone wrecked right there. Their car isn't there, but you can see where they just decimated. That's crazy. Okay, but yeah. It's the time of the year, mid-May, where you get invited to all these graduations. Before this year, I'd only been to one graduation. It was my sister's, and I've been to 5, including mine this year. Maybe it's because everyone I know is graduating, but I've been to a ton of graduations, and they do not get any more interesting. I promise you, they are all, I'm sure everyone knows, but they're all the exact same, word for word, bar for bar, literally copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. Even the nice private schools. My cousin graduated from a really nice private school, and I went to his graduation, and nearly the exact same as ours, honestly. And really, the conditions they did it in were worse. They did it outdoors for one. So that was strange. But yeah, I don't know. I've been feeling I feel like every time I make a video where I talk about my feelings, I sound the exact same. It's probably getting boring for y'all guys to hear. I know there was some drama the first couple of videos I released about this topic. With me just being absolutely wrecked, like a train wreck. But now, the crying's mainly done. The begging, the self-degradation, the devaluing of myself, the actions I took that were making me view myself and other people view me as less of a person and respect me less. All of that's over now. And I'm pretty focused and committed to... Why did they do that? I'm pretty focused and committed to becoming a better person. Why did they do that? That was very strange. I just got really badly pulled out in front of them. That was not good. 6 minutes. We're doing good. We're doing really good for the crowd. All of that's over. And, I feel like I'm putting myself in... every day, my goal is to put myself in better should have done earlier on in my life and in my relationships I'm doing now. Which hurts. Hindsight's 2020. You know, we look back on things like, oh, that is easy. That's perfect. I could have just done this and that. But to actually do it is a different thing. And yes, I would love a do-over of just honestly my entire high school experience. But that's over with now. Completely. You know, I graduated, and honestly, I think it's a blessing. I've never been one. I'm a person who's very nostalgic, but I've never been one to dwell on the past, my past actions. But my relationship ending was probably the biggest point of self-reflection I've ever had in my entire life. It really made me evaluate who I was, and I have no hatred really for anybody, especially the person that I was dating at the time. I don't have any hatred for them. I was not a good person. I was not a good partner. I was probably very difficult. I'm not saying they're perfect or that they made it any easier on me, but I know that they tried their best. And I tried my best, but I just wasn't good enough. I just wasn't a good enough person for my best to be healthy. So that's just what I'm, trying to fix now, I guess. Every day I just, try and take that next step. Mature a little bit more as a person, become more patient, kind, wise. That's about it. I think this was one of my better videos recently. I don't know why. I felt like I had a lot to get off my chest. I just didn't really know how to word it, and I still feel that way, but I definitely feel like I was really articulate for some reason in this video. Maybe the videos where I am just focused on talking aren't very good because whenever I'm focused on talking, I feel like I tend to think more and try harder, maybe. And the trying harder tends to stunt like what I'm actually trying to get at, what I'm actually trying to say. But I think the videos where I'm semi-distracted, honestly, are good because my physical, like I fidget a lot, my physical is I'm having car problems. My physical is preoccupied. There it is. There's a word. Not even the word I was thinking of, but that's a word that works. My physical is preoccupied, and I can just let the words flow and the yappage begin. But yeah, the viewer retention on my last video was really good. Like normally, I'm used to like people only looking at my videos for like a minute, 45 seconds, 2 minutes tops. But like, it was like 5 minutes last time. I don't know what I did different in that video. Honestly, I think that video is really depressing looking back. Honestly, I think my last couple of videos have been really depressing. Except for, they've all been pretty depressing. Just because of the nature of what I've talked about and my attitude. That's not really the vibe I want to give off. Because I'm definitely not, I may feel depressed. I don't think I am. My feelings are very complicated at the moment. Obviously, there's a lot of emotions flowing, and it's natural for periods like this in life, very turbulent, especially me being as young as I am. But yeah, I feel that I definitely don't want to go on a depressed vibe. I would like my videos to have more of like courageous and victorious, but it's kind of hard to give off a victorious vibe whenever I'm being sad. But yeah, I definitely don't want anyone to be concerned about me or my mental well-being. Like I said, I'm taking everything day by day, and I'm trying to be a better person, each day. And if I can just prevent myself from stepping backwards, then I count that as a victory. Because I do have a lot of issues. I started as GSP, Georgia State Patrol. That's not good. I have a lot of issues. I started going to therapy again, which has probably helped the recovery process. And the therapy it's not like traumatic. Like, I'm not talking about experiences, but I'm talking about like my reactions to things, you know? Because I have a lot of issues when it comes to being patient, control. Like, I have a lot of issues mentally, so I started going to therapy again. That's gone well. I've gone a couple of times now. So yeah, things are looking up for me. I'm glad. I'm happy to say that. I feel like I've said it the last couple of times, but I really do mean it. And thank you everybody for watching. I'm literally right by my house, so I'm gonna try and get into the bed and hopefully start working on this video in progress. So yeah, thank you guys, and hope you enjoyed.